Hello everyone, welcome to another media arts video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the recently movie that we just finished called War Games. To many of the older people that know the movie, kudos to you, but for the people like me who have never seen that much movies, so we just finished it and I gotta admit, it was pretty good overall. But that's not the point of this. The point is it's for a review video, so your boy's gonna be covering through the movie, see what I think, and how I think it should be more presented to here in our generation. So enough said, let's get into it. So how exactly does War Games begin? Well, War Games starts with a typical high school student by the name of David Lightman, who most likely, like you guys, myself included, are always the type of student to get average grades. And he finds himself a huge fan of computers, as evident from the movie, and he uses that to his advantage to hack the school by changing his grades and some other person by the name of Jen, or Jennifer as the movie calls it. Anyways, David himself uses the computer to play a couple of games, which, like us people nowadays, we like playing video games a lot. Little did he know that one of the games was actually a planned nuke towards the US and the Soviet Union, because at the time that the movie was produced, it was during the Cold War, which, for those who don't know, it's a US versus Soviet Union battle, or like a decades long war. So the movie took place then, and yeah. While we're on the topic of David, he's probably the main character of this movie and probably one of my personal favorites. David's seen as like a stereotypical high school student where he gets average grades, likes playing around with computers, video games, and such. Um, he also seems a keen interest in trying to learn the truth, as you see throughout the movie that he is the kind of person to try to set things right. I know that seems overly cliche for a movie, but to be fair, let's be real. Is there any other movie that doesn't follow that tactic? Anyways, David himself is probably the more interesting of the group because of how he tries to set things right once he finds out that the game that he plays is a complete battle, or like a complete set off to what could have been the end of humanity, I guess. The movie does a lot of 19 shots animations, which if you guys haven't seen, I'll leave a link to the video or probably the pinned comments, I don't know. But anyways, the movie really uses a lot of the shots featured in the 19 shots animation that I did with some friends. It definitely enhances the movie towards the audience. It really engages them as well as like thinking of what's gonna happen next, stuff like that. I mean, take a look at the images that I'm about to see or show you for the next couple of seconds and try saying that it isn't an amazing view towards us when this was taking place in the 1980s. And for the movie itself, honestly, for a movie that was designated back in the 1980s, it's really good to this day. It really is like a classic movie even after 50 years of it being released. I really personally liked it because of how it involves like using technology and such, how it can be used in like the wrong hands. Kind of like hacking in a sense. It gives a sense of hacking and kind of like on the edge of your nerve, like like on the edge of your seat type of thing, where like one thing can like set off a big outcome and something like, or like something so small can like set off a big outcome as well. I just think that the movie was pretty much executed pretty perfectly for a movie that was designated 50 years ago. And even to this day, it's really a good movie, which I honestly think you guys should take a look at when you get the chance. Overall, a solid 9.25 for me. It's not quite 10 because obviously for a movie designated back in the 80s, there's obviously some faults. But still, I do really recommend the movie. So if you do get the chance to see it, please do. It's really a good movie, at least to your boy. Yeah, that's all I have to say.